Yes people, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Jay here for bringing you another banger. Listen, before we even get started, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Make sure to turn on your post notifications so you can get alert every time I release a video so you don't miss out. This is part 2, Ashley Cain into the danger zone, Sweden's teen deadly gang war. Listen, before we even get into the video, there's a few comments that deserve go into further discussion about them. Like I always say, shout out to the people that engage on my channel, you get me? But yeah man, for the first comment, he's not agreeing when people say, oh, we have to feel sorry for certain immigrants that are committing crimes and killing people and doing criminal activities. He's saying he's an immigrant himself, bro, and he went to school. He did what he had to do for him to become legal in Sweden so he can get a job and, you know, better his life. So why can't they do the same? And bro, you've got a point. I'm not gonna lie, bro, you've got a valid point. Like, that's how I look at things as well, bro. Like, just because you've done it doesn't mean that everyone else can. I don't know your situation, so I'm saying maybe I'm just putting that out there because I don't know you as a person, bro, you get me? Maybe you had both parents there, you know what I mean, like for support. You had family for support, cousins, whatnot. Maybe these other people, bro, they don't even have no one. When they came from their country, they probably had like one parent, bro, you get me? No family, no nothing, bro. And then when they got here, who knows, maybe their parent died. I'm not commending what they're doing, but what's the word I'm looking for, man? As people, bro, we need to be understanding in a sense of, okay, this is what's happening. Let's hear your story. Sit down, sympathize with your story. Because of your background and situation, it doesn't justify you killing people. But yeah, for the second comment, so yeah, my man basically saying the same thing, like, we shouldn't have to feel sorry for them, bro. Like, if you go kill someone, rob someone or anything and you get caught by the police, go sit down and do your time. Like, we're not going to be sitting here screaming, free you, free you. You know the saying, do the crime, do the time, you get me? And then it further on goes to say that he was walking with 2 girls after a night out and he seen a bunch of lads. Basically complimented them on their car, bro. Like, oh yeah, you've got a nice car, da-da-da-da-da-da. Next thing you know, the man have punched him up. For him, bro, he's got no pity for them man there, bro, because obviously all he did was like, oh yeah, bro, you got a nice car, complimented them. Next thing you know, you're getting beat up. I see that that's unacceptable at the end of the day, bro, because yo, can't just be attacking civilians for no reason. That don't make no sense, bro. That don't make you no gangster, no big man. That don't make you nothing, bro. But at the same time now, if we're gonna flip the page, it's like sometimes you have to be street smart, bro, in a sense where when you're walking, you have to read the situation. Okay, them man there, you look like they're gonna be on some trouble, bro, so let me just walk straight, not even look at them and carry on. Sometimes that's all it needs, you know, because obviously you're trying to do extra, like, oh yeah, nah, you got a nice car, mate, da-da-da-da. How much brake horsepower is it, da-da-da. And then man are just looking at you like, yo, allow it, bro, keep moving, bro, keep moving, we don't want to talk to you. So sometimes I think it's just, you just have to read the situation, bro, you get me? And it can happen with anyone. We're not just saying gang members, bro. It can happen with literally anyone, bro. Like, you can be walking past the pub, yeah, and man's are so drunk that you say, oh yeah, mate, you're right, da-da-da-da-da. Next thing you know, them man are throwing chairs, throwing glasses in your face. Or you can walk across football hooligans, their team's just lost, them man are pissed, you get me? Them man can just rush you for no reason. So it can happen to anyone from anyone, bro. Like, we're not commending none of that at the end of the day. Sometimes just read the situation. Don't try to say hi to everyone, because you know what? One thing I've learned here, bro, you see me, I'm a person that greets everyone, bro. Whether I'm starting a new job, walking on the street or anyway, I'll be like, you're right, mate, how are you, how's your day, this and that. Sometimes I get it when I greet people, they just look at me or keep quiet. In my head I'm thinking, rah, like, what was that for? All I said was, hi, you're right, this and that. But you have to understand, bro, it's the world that we're living in. Not everyone's happy, bro. You get, everyone's going through their own situations. That's the best advice I could give, bro. Just read the situation. I'm not saying stop saying hello to people, and you have to be true to yourself at the same time, you get me? If you're that kind of person that's outgoing and outspoken, yeah, carry on, do your thing. If you say hi to this person, they ignore you, just carry on, bro. Don't let that change your mood at the end of the day, you get me? But yo, listen, without no further ado, let's get straight into this part 2.
When you meet Taggy, you can't help but like him. But I can't seem to get past the part of him shooting somebody. An innocent somebody. And not only did he shoot him, but he felt victimized that the guy wondered why he was there.
Yeah, that one's mad still.
I'd wonder why you were lingering outside my house. How do you expect the guy to feel? Your men like Taggy are just foot soldiers though. Dig deep, and the lucrative drug trade is controlled by serious organised crime groups, or OCGs. To fully understand why, I need to talk to somebody who's actually in a gang. So, I hit the streets. but no luck.
Them man
Gangs
don't
are
want to talk, you
infamously
know.
difficult to infiltrate. My only hope is to find someone who can get me an in. I've heard about a mixed martial arts gym where local lads hang out. It's here I got my first break. Just not the kind I was hoping for.
You can feel my ribs.
Man done his ribs, you know.
Oh man, it's quite normal, but yeah, it's brutal. Yeah. Should I go stand down? I popped one of my ribs. You can feel my rib. It's popped out there. I'm struggling to breathe and talk right now. Yeah, it's not good. Oh man, life.
While dealing with the pain of a broken rib, I get word that an OG or gang leader wants to talk. It's finally the breakthrough I've been looking for. After a quick medical check and a dose of painkillers, I'm on my way. I still can't get my head around how young some of these gang shooters are. I'm hoping this guy Jamal will be able to tell me how they're recruited. First and foremost, is it easy to influence kids into that kind of life?
They say it's like taking a candy from a baby, but this time we give the candy to the baby. Is it money, clothes, weapons? Sometimes it's cars, you know. These guys are vulnerable. They haven't seen outside this ghetto. Unfortunately, we have a very dividing society here. It's a segregating country. They need somebody to take care of them.
Yeah.
And influencing them is very, very easy.
From what I'm hearing, they find a kind of brotherhood with you guys. They find a kind of sense of being part of something. So do you think you've become a role model to these kids, like an icon, someone for them to look up to?
In some places, they look up to me and they say, I want to be like you when I grow up. Me personally, I don't want it. I want it to be better. But those who want and those I see potential.
But at the same time, you can't say that because you're still recruiting the kids, you get me? If you want them to do better than you, then you have to stop recruiting them in the first place, bro, you get me? But yeah, straight back into it.
I will make my move.
It is a really crazy thing for me because I'm standing here thinking, what makes one child worthy of a better life where they're safe and another child not? How is that decision kind of made?
So it feels very unnatural to some people, like how can you take advantage of those little kids, They need somebody to take care of them. Unfortunately, there is not so much resource for those kids. If I see somebody outside in the street, I will see that I'm gonna either see if I can make some money on this guy, or you're gonna help me in my business and I'm gonna help him in his, I'm not gonna go and search for these kids, but if they search for me, I'm not gonna say no.
Now these guys can say they care about the kids and they're trying to give the kids a chance, but I find that hard to believe. If it's my kid, if it's kids that I know, I want them to be better, I want them to be doing the right thing, and I want them to be safe and happy. And it's hard to think how anything about this life can do that for these children. Madness. I've heard back from photojournalist Mike. The sister of the man murdered by a gang outside Mike's home has agreed to meet. Her name is Frida. I'm hoping she'll give me a deeper understanding of the devastating impact gang violence is having on people's lives here in Sweden. Hey, Frida.
Hi.
I really appreciate you meeting me today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I know that this conversation is going to be a difficult one, not only for you, I think for me as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's really important to share this side, and to talk about it more.
So, right here, this picture is my brother, my younger brother, Musa. Always smiling, always happy. He was the guy who everyone wanted to be around. because his laugh makes other laugh.
Made everyone else laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so
And what was your relationship like with him?
me and him, best friends. His words are still living with me, and in my world, he's still alive.
Musa, a 19-year-old student born in Sweden to Syrian parents, was murdered in 2022. If you don't mind, can you tell me a little bit more about what happened?
My brother was hanging around with his friends at a local cafeteria, and on his way home, there's 3 guys who pull up, and as soon as he gets out, they show up behind him, and he gets shot. I think it was 10 times. Killed, and everything ends there.
What were the perpetrators of the murder caught? Were they charged?
They were caught, yes. One of them was 15, and the other one was 21. One of the shooters
It's crazy, bless.
got a life sentence, and the other one, who was 15, just got 4 years. I couldn't believe it at first. How can you just serve 4 years? For me, those short sentences is the reason for all of these gang members encouraging these children.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 years is
I
crazy,
don't
bro.
understand why.
I'll keep
Why
saying
these
it, bro.
people would do that to your brother.
He didn't have anything to do with this. And as his sister, I will tell you right here that I know my brother is innocent. He hasn't done anything to deserve this. I don't need anyone to prove me that, because I know it.
Police believe Musa's killing was a case of mistaken identity.
So this right here is where everything happened.
Yeah, I'm kind of being quiet because I'm finding it hard to think about what to say. You know, hearing your story and trying to picture it and thinking that it happened just there. And I'm trying to process, you know, how you would feel in that moment. And to be honest, I can't.
The feeling I had right there as his bigger sister, I couldn't be with him when he took his last breath. It was a feeling that I still to this day can't really accept, and it's a breaking feeling, you know. Still to this day, it hurts.
Even though our situations are completely different, there's so many things I can relate to by talking to Frida and hearing and understanding her story. And it really gave me a true understanding of the impact, the severe impact of this gun crime on the streets of Stockholm. What's mind-blowing is how lenient the law is for kids who kill. I mean, 4 years for murder is insane. But how are teenagers getting their hands on guns? And what are the police doing to get this craziness under control? I'm reaching out to a guy with his own YouTube channel who's obviously deeply in with the Stockholm cops. His name is Daniel.
Are they writing?
Hi there, Daniel. This is Ashley Cain. I'm currently making a documentary for the BBC about the gang violence in Sweden.
So if you could send me over a bit more information.
After a bit of chat, Daniel hooks me up with an officer who has a lot of experience with gangs.
Perfect. Thank you.
And thankfully, she's willing to talk. Rinkeby is home to around 20,000 people, and more than half of them are originally from outside of Europe. It's a melting pot with a history of boiling over. So I'm outside the police station, about to meet a police officer called Rissa, to try and understand the day-to-day struggles and challenges that she may face policing the streets of Rinkeby. This suburb is historically home to some of Stockholm's most fierce gangs. And with gangs, come guns.
Rissa, there's a lot of guns here.
Yeah.
Are these all the guns that have been seized? I mean, I'm looking around the walls and there's guns everywhere.
Yes. We have a lot of guns. Uzi, Kalashnikov, and kind of different arms here. Explosive hand grenade. I mean, we start with like maybe one gun and it became, you can see by yourself.
Is there any idea of how many guns there is out there on the streets in a minute?
It's very difficult because right now they are more open on the street than what we are seeing. I know one journalist who came in Rinkeby. After 1 hour, he could buy a gun because there are so many guns here.
Did the killing start over, drugs and money?
Yes, of course. And then they move over to taking like contract, killing other people. So you're gonna be like, okay, what's the motive? Why they're killing each other?
Then, revenge became a big part of it, rivalries, and then this vicious circle just keeps going around and around.
Most of them, when you talk to them, I mean, those criminal or gang criminal I meet here, they say that let us eat each other. I mean, kill each other until the end.
You see, one thing I like about having a diverse police force is you can tell who really wants to help out and you can tell who's just there to get the paycheck. Feeling I'm getting from her is like she's one of the people that really want to make a difference. Obviously, I don't want to make this a race thing where saying, okay, white police officers don't really want to help, black police officers want to help or whatever, you know what I mean? But you see, in most cases, the white police officers, I'm not saying all of them, they might not say it out loud or they might not say it to the other police officers or whatnot, but some of them, bro, in their head, when they go to like arrest people or go to these crime scenes, they've got a hate for like immigrants, bro. You know what I'm saying? They've got a hate for people that are not the same skin colorism. I'm not saying that the black police officers don't. You got some black police officers that are exactly the same, you get me? But in order for the police and the community to work, bro, you need to have police officers that are willing to make a difference. It's a step-by-step thing, bro, you get me? If you want to build that strong relationship with the community, bro. Listen, I get it, bro. Anyone that commits a murder, crime or whatever, if you're caught, bro, you have to go do your time at the end of the day. Someone else commented down below talking about numbers that they're putting out there for how many gangs, how many murders and etc. is wrong. I believe the people that are really out there, seeing this day in, day out before I believe a documentary. So what I can say about that, seems like Sweden's given Ashley Cain and the BBC authorization come and do this documentary, but they've told them you have to say certain things. You can't really put out the correct numbers out there because we don't really want to make it seem as if the country's a third world country right now, you get me? Which is wrong, bro, because that's a false narrative. How are you meant to make the situation better if you're giving false information? See, in my eyes, that defeats the whole purpose of the documentary because people deserve to know the truth, you get me? Yeah, it's crazy, man. But yo, listen, that was part 2. So thanks for watching. If you're new and you're watching this, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Shout out to everyone that's engaging with the channel. I appreciate every single one of you. But yeah, man, listen, stay tuned for part 3. This is your boy Jay Hefe. I am out.